This is a tale of a soul tattered. It's drastically difficult for me to accurately express what lies within and to expound on the state in which I've recently been through conventional sentences that are socially comprehended and not frayed with confusion according to the reader that partakes in this attempted exposition. In result of this realization, I have chosen to recently remain silent pertaining to the personal battlefield that resides inside of a vessel housing the essential core of my being that seems to be hanging in the balance of an atmosphere shrouded with choice and consequence, both of which have led me to a valley of decision that faintly places in the horizon a central crossroads patiently waiting to become a canvas on which the final chapter will be written. So in my attempt to convey that which has been inhabiting the dissociative state in which my essence currently resides, I prepare to expound on the tale of a soul tattered, yet eventually rebirthed into a newness that can also be drastically difficult for me to accurately express in correct context through conventional sentences that will be precisely deciphered. Therefore, I communicate through metaphors. Phase 1, distortion. Scattered thoughts inspired by a deceptive heart that distorts my soul and brainwashes a mind that is so distant from reality, separating itself into a reclusive state because the truth is too close to imagine. So resistant like a magnet pushing further away from the clone it should have been, but is now corrupted by the coldness within and can only reminisce about its fated destiny that lies in waste, wishing that what it used to taste wasn't now so far away, dying like an isolated star that is actually merely a dead pixel within the backdrop of existence, visible only with the visionary eye illuminated by the grace to press on, crying out with the faint whisper muffled by the uncertainty that fills the vessel once shining with a purpose so profound that most would call it a myth. So removed from the bliss that was ever so present from the yielding of choices recently made by scattered thoughts swimming through a mind considerably distant from the non-fictional purpose that was previously mentioned. Inspired, I mean infected by this deceptive heart that is slowly continuing to distort my soul. If I could vocalize these thoughts in proper context, radio waves would be vexed by the uncertain distortion of frequencies frayed with confusion and chaos that proceeds from a shattered vessel, so torn by emotions stemming from circumstances I never would have imagined. And if I could convey these emotions, the delivery itself would be so unstable that time and space would likely implode into a dying star which may seem bright, but is actually withering away from the life that it used to be. So evident throughout, suffocated by doubt of any hope that may reside. Fear is smothering the remaining kindle of a flame that ignited a purpose so divine it was beyond natural comprehension. With that being expressed, there's a little bit more I'd like to mention. Purpose. Purpose is somewhat like the very breath in our bodies, there since life was given, yet as tangibly invisible as a cool summer breeze that's able to quench a momentary discomfort in the heat of things. At times we may even wish it wasn't there, because with it we know its very presence may help us to continue to press on when we feel as though we cannot, or bluntly do not desire to. Purpose.